Well, thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the game where you are always aiming for the lowest score. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I'm Simon. This is my wife, Louise, and we live in West Norfolk.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Sam. This is my lovely husband, Niall, and we live in Chigwell in Essex.
Couple number three.
My name's Luke. There's my best friend, Marcus. I'm from Manchester. He's from Liverpool.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Vicky. This is my husband, Jamie, and we're from Exeter.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. A very warm welcome to Pointless. It's lovely to have you here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, a comedian who once performed at a venue that opens its dinner-time buffet in the middle of his set. But actually, he is just a bit better with a Scotch egg. It is my Pointless friend. It's Tom Allen.
Oh, thank you for knowing that. Thank you very much. Always lovely to be here behind the desk.
Very lovely
I feel
to
very
have
much
you.
the receptionist of Pointless. That's how I feel.
Oh, yes, you are. Oh, but you are.
Are they expecting you? Have you got an appointment? That sort of thing. I wish I had a phone I could put people through.
Yeah, you need a name badge.
Maybe a selection of magazines on a coffee table. Oh,
Yes.
my dream.
You can have that.
Filing my nails.
Yes.
Okay.
You can file
I'm just
everything.
saying. I'm just saying, I've been here a while.
There we are. No,
These
we'll
little
think about it
requests,
next
I
time.
wouldn't mind if somebody acquiesced.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Now, Fred and Jay got through to the final last time, and they won the jackpot, which is terrific news for them. For us, it means that today's jackpot starts off back at £1,000. There it is. Ah, it'll grow before our very eyes. If everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, do remember that at the end of every round, it's always the pair with the highest score that gets eliminated. So keep your scores lovely and low, and everything will be terrific. Best of luck to everybody. Our first category today is funny fiction. Can you all decide in your pairs who wants to go first, who wants to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. And the question concerns comic novels, Tom.
We are going to give you 14 titles, 7 on each part, of comic or humorous novels. But we've removed one word from each title. The first and last letters of the missing word from each book are shown along with the year it was first published and the name of the author. Please just give us the missing words.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Here is our first board of comic novels with missing words. And I give you W.E. Teeth, Zadie Smith, 2000. In Case of E.Y. Purnabelle, 2022. Right Ho, J.S. P.G. Woodhouse, 1934. The S.T. Poor Beatty, 2015. Love in a Cold C.E. Nancy Mitford, 1949. G.N. Ups, Marion Keyes, 2020. And L.Y. Jim, Kingsley Amis, 1954. Louise, lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's hear all about you, Louise.
OK, so I'm Louise. I work for a large UK hospitality company where I run a district of 12 pubs in North London and Essex.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, actually, I've been in the industry for nearly 40 years. And actually, when I ran my first pub, which was in Cornwall, I was the youngest licensee in Cornwall at the time.
Wow. Very nice. And now 12.
Yes,
12.
12. I've run more, and I've run restaurants and
Wow.
cafes and that, but now it's pubs.
Very nice. And you split your time between them all?
I do. I don't do the hard work.
No.
The managers and the team in the
Just,
businesses
yeah,
do
they can
all
do
the
that.
hard work.
No,
so
you just, yeah.
I'm just there for help and support. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Lovely. Now, Louise,
Yes.
These comic novels, how are you finding them?
It's not my forte, but I'm going to pitch in with Love in a Cold Climate.
Love in a Cold Climate for the Nancy Mitford. Should we see if that's right? Should we see how many of our 100 people said climate? Climate is absolutely spot on. Down it goes to 45. Louise, very solid start.
Yes, very solid. Well done, Louise. It's sequel to Mitford's The Pursuit of Love. Remember that? You must like that one.
I do, yes, yes.
That's what they all say every time. They're both romantic comedies about aristocratic life in England between the wars. Love in a Cold Climate is a quote from Orwell's novel Keep the Aspidistra Flying.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Sam, welcome back.
Thank you.
Great to have you with us again. Tell us more about yourself, Sam.
So the two loves of my life, besides my family, I would say are music and travel. So where possible, Niall and I try to combine the two. And we try to get to a different city and see a different artist. Try to do it once a year. But now we have a little one, it's a little bit harder, but that's kind of our passion.
That's a lovely thing. Or in the meantime, you can just listen to lots of travel music.
Yes.
Not sure what that is, but it'd be fun. It's a new genre. Fantastic. Sam, what would you like to go for?
I think I'm going to go for In Case of Emergency.
In case of emergency for the Purna Bell, should we see how many of our 100 people said that? Emergency. Emergency is absolutely right. Well, 45 is the only score we have at the moment, and you pass it with emergency considerably. Down it goes to 22. Very well done indeed, Sam.
Well done, Sam, yeah. Debut novel, a romantic comedy about a woman who wakes up in hospital to find her ex-boyfriend has been called as her emergency contact. Imagine. Oh, what a nightmare.
What a nightmare.
Purna Bell is also a competitive powerlifter. But I have no further information about that.
Wow.
We don't know what amounts she lifts or how she lifts
Who
them.
knows? Maybe she has a very heavy pen.
Yes, exactly. Maybe she uses it as a kettlebell. I don't know.
Maybe she does.
We don't know.
Who knows? Thank you very much indeed. Marcus, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. I like the fact that we have two friends here reaching out across the Manchester-Liverpool divide. Splendid. Tell us all about yourself, Marcus.
I'm from Liverpool. I play wheelchair football for England.
How long have you done that for England?
Since I was 15. That's when I started with England. Yeah.
That's incredible. So how often do you play?
Most weekends, yeah. Not with England, that's with my club, but then with England, we normally have, like, a competition every year.
Yeah.
Or something, yeah.
That's a fantastic achievement. Now then, Marcus, our comic novels here, what would you like to go for?
I'm not really sure on them, but I'm going to take a guess at Grown-Ups.
Grown-Ups, the Marianne Keyes. Yeah, I was thinking it was probably that, surely. Let's see, Grown-Ups, is that right? Grown. It is Grown-Ups. Very well done indeed. 45, still our high score. Oh, 61 for Grown-Ups.
Yes, good one. The novel starts at the end at a birthday party with a character drunk on lemon and vodka sorbet about to reveal things about the family.
Yes, getting drunk on something you've eaten.
I mean, can you get drunk on a coq au vin?
No, because if it's cooked, all the alcohol goes out. But you could try it.
OK, I'm gonna stop ordering it on nights out because it's not nice to shot.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Jamie, welcome back. It's terrific to have you with us.
Thank you.
This is show 3.
3.
It is show 3 for you.
Yeah, we haven't been on very long for the other 2 shows, so you might.
Well, I know we have to do something
confused.
about that.
Yeah.
We really do. Anyway, listen, Jamie, tell us more about yourself.
So I think outside of urban bus driving, if I get any time, I tend to just either watch or play a lot of sports. Playing-wise, football, cricket, and I have started pickleball this year as well.
Yes, I can't remember how pickleball's played. Someone has explained it to me before. What do you play with? A ball of what size?
So it's about that. So
it's tiny.
Called a waffle.
OK, so not too heavy.
Yeah, slightly bigger racket, sort of than a table tennis one. So
I know. So like a little swing ball racket, almost.
Yeah, I suppose.
A bit like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and remember that.
Yeah.
Next time anyone says pickleball. Anyway, Jamie, thank you very much indeed. This is your board. Would you like to fill in all the blanks?
I would guess White Teeth or The Servant, and then Lucky Jim. I might go Lucky Jim.
You're going to go Lucky Jim for the Kingsley Amos. Should we see how many of our 100 said Lucky Jim? Well, it's right. 61 is our high score, 22 is our low. You passed the high score, and there you are, Lucky Jamie on 38.
I thought that was a great choice, Jamie. In fact, I was surprised that 38 people knew about it. With the rest of the board, I feel like there's one there that you can definitely do. You're itching to tell us.
I'm
Go on.
absolutely itching to go for. We've got White Teeth. Let's fill that in.
Yeah. 55 people knew that one.
Righto Jeeves, there it is.
Righto Jeeves, yes. Would have got 26. The Paul Beatty?
I don't know.
It's The Sellout. And that would have been not a pointless, but a 3.
Splendid, thank you. Well, we are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 22, Sam. Very well done. The lowest score of the pass. We travel from there to 38, where we find Jamie and Vicky, from there to 45, where we find Louise and Simon, and from there to 61, where we find Marcus and Luke. I mean, you're not way ahead, Luke, but a nice low score isn't going to hurt in the next pass. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more clues to comic novels up on the board with a missing word in each case, and here they are. We have The Buddha of S.A., Hanif Qureshi, 1990. Q.E., Candice Carty-Williams, 2019. The S.T. Diary of Adrian Mole, aged 13 3/4, Sue Townsend, 1982. High F.Y., Nick Hornby, 1995. The S.A. Complex, Bob Mortimer, 2022. Cold C.T. Farm, Stella Gibbons, 1932. And 3 Men in a B.T. Jerome K. Jerome, 1889. Vicky, welcome back to Pointless.
Thank you.
It is your last show, of
I
course.
know, there's a lot of pressure.
Well, there is. I mean, there must be things you haven't yet told us that you would like to.
So we are the proud dog parents of a miniature sausage dog called Bruce.
Ooh, miniature. What colour is Bruce?
So he's black and tan,
Black
long-haired.
and tan. I think that's the best.
Yeah.
And smooth-haired?
Long-haired.
Long hair.
Yeah. He's
Oh, very nice.
He's antisocial, doesn't like dogs, doesn't like people.
No, I think that's my favourite kind of dog. There we go. Vicky, what would you like to go for on our board? You're on 38, by the way. 22 or less gets you through to round 2.
So there's 2 that I think I definitely know, and there's 1 that I possibly know, and I'm not sure whether to throw it out there. I'm going to go for it, because we're only here. It's our last time. I'm going to go for High Fidelity.
High Fidelity, says Vicky. Shall we see if it's right? You get a red line and everything. High Fidelity. High Fidelity. Spot on. There we are, down to 45, taking your total up to 83.
Yes, the novel from 1995 was turned into a film in 2000, starring John Cusack and Lisa Bonet. And then 20 years later, it was then made into a TV series starring Zoe Kravitz, who is Lisa Bonet's daughter. Oh, lovely.
How do you like
synergy
that?
there.
Isn't that lovely?
Isn't that lovely?
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Now then, Luke, welcome.
Thank you.
Terrific to have you with us.
Thank you.
The Manchester half of the duo.
Yeah.
Tell us all about yourself.
So like Marcus, I play power chair football. We play together for the same club based in Liverpool. Yeah, so I'm Mancunian and travelling to Liverpool once a week, every week.
Once a week.
But sometimes twice a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the length of journey, it's just the nature of the journey.
Exactly,
isn't it? You know.
But my fiancée is from Liverpool as well. My best friend's from Liverpool, so
There we
basically
are.
been adopted.
That's good. That's nice, though. Hands across the water. Listen, you're on 61, which means 21 or less gets you into the next round.
I only know a couple. The one that I think will score the least of the ones that I know is going to be the third one, The Secret Diary of Adrian Mole.
There we are, The Secret Diary, says Luke. You get a red line, as I say, and it comes in here. Can we get you below that with Secret? Secret's right. 55 for Secret, taking your total up to 116.
Yes, Adrian Mole's birthday is on the 2nd of April, the same day as a hero in a 2024 young adult bestseller, which I don't know if you're...
Yes, I'm familiar with that, by Alexander Armstrong. Yes,
Oh, my
the 2nd of April.
goodness.
I wasn't even aware of that little homage to Sue Townsend.
Shh, don't say that. People like that sort of homages.
Yes, I was aware of Adrian Mole's birthday. That's very exciting indeed. Thank you. There we are. Now we come to you, Niall. Welcome back. Lovely to have you with us a second time. We must know more about you, Niall. I think it's important.
My true passion
Yes.
is definitely anything to do with film, talking about them, researching them, and even dabbled in writing a screenplay as well. So, yeah.
When have you finished it?
I finished a page.
Yes.
I finished the synopsis.
I'm going to stop you there. Sam, is it good?
It needs to be longer, I would say.
I think a page is going
I've
to be
managed to read
that's a
that
short film.
It's a very short story.
But listen, but you could make a short film.
It's very true.
It has its own category.
Very true.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Niall, these books, what would you like to go for?
OK. Second one down, I'm going to say Queenie.
Queenie. For the Candice Carty-Williams, should we see how many of our 100 said Queenie? Once we've had a look at your red line. It's nice and high. Let's see if we can get you below that. Queenie's right, gets you through. And I suspect with quite a lot of room to spare. Because down goes Queenie to 13. Very well done indeed, taking your total up to 35.
Yeah, great answer, Niall. Queenie was her first novel, and it was turned into a Channel 4 TV series broadcast in 2024, starring Dion Brown.
Thank you very much indeed. Simon, welcome. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, Simon.
OK, well, I'm Simon. When we moved to Norfolk 22 years ago, I gave up my job to become a stay-at-home dad for our two young sons, Johnny and Daniel. And I did that exclusively for the first 12 years.
Yeah.
And then I started a little online business selling autographed motorsport memorabilia and prints and things
Which
like
I'm
that.
guessing is a hobby of yours.
It's a paying
yeah.
hobby,
Yeah.
effectively. Yeah, I love motorsport.
That's good. And has it worked? Is it as a business? Is it viable?
I don't do it much anymore.
OK.
I've decided at my age that I don't want to be doing all the travelling
No,
and
fair
everything.
enough.
But I've had a great time. But the most important
Excellent.
thing was looking after the boys.
And you always know there are 12 pubs in the North London
Oh, there's an
Essex
awful lot.
region where there'll always be a warm-up.
There's an awful lot more.
There you are, Simon, on 45. 70 or less gets you into the next round. Would you like to talk us through the board?
I think the top one might be the Buddha of Suburbia. I think the sixth one might be called Comfort Farm. And I think the last one is Three Men in a Boat. But I'm going to go for the Bob Mortimer one and say the Satsuma Complex.
The Satsuma Complex, says Simon. You get a red line. Where do we end up with Satsuma? Satsuma, spot on, gets you through to round 2.
I was lucky.
And down it goes to 5. That is a terrific answer, and in fact, the lowest score of the entire round, taking your total up to 50. Brilliant work.
Yeah, great answer, Simon. The sequel of Hotel Avocado was published in 2024.
There we go.
Simon, you went through the board absolutely perfectly there and picked the best answer of all of them. Should we have a look at the scores? Buddha of Suburbia, set in my hometown of Bromley, that would have scored you 18. Cold Comfort Farm, that would have scored you 29. Three Men in a Boat, don't know anything about it, but I know it's famous, and that would have scored you 66.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. That brings us to the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye to our first pair. I am so sorry, Marcus and Luke. It is you who are that first pair. You'll be back next time. We won't have novels next time, and you'll do much, much better. But for now, we'll just have to look forward to that. Thank you so much for playing, Marcus and Luke. For the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. And there we are, down to 3 pairs. We find ourselves in the teeth of pointless, do we not? Simon, very well done indeed. Lowest individual scorer there in that last round. Fabulous work there. And Sam and Niall, lowest combined scorers. So very well done indeed to you. And listen, Vicky and Jamie, it's just great to have you here.
Exactly.
Very well done indeed to you. Good luck to everyone. Our category for round 2 today is Kings and Queens. Can you all decide in your pairs who wants to go first, who wants to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, should we find out what the question is? Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many monarchs whose immediate successors had a different name as they could. Tom.
It's a fun one, isn't it? Sam, I think you might enjoy this one. Your Alice band reminds me a little bit of Anne Boleyn. Has this been said before?
It's not going to help me in this round.
No, it won't help you, but I thought very Tudor of you. Well done. Now, in this, we are looking for the regnal name and number, where appropriate, of any individual king or queen of England, or later Great Britain or the United Kingdom, who was immediately succeeded by a monarch with a different regnal name. This is from the Norman Conquest of 1066 onwards.
Thank you very much indeed. Simon, I'm going to throw straight to you.
This isn't very good for me. I'm going to take a risk and say King Stephen.
King Stephen. King Stephen. Well, we know there's no Stephen II, don't we? Let's see what happens when we say King Stephen. That's what happens. And that is also what happened. Very well done indeed, Simon. 4. Not content with 5 in the last round. I've gone for 4 this time.
I'm amazed. I had no idea there was a King Stephen. You can't have a king called Steve.
And yet...
Stephen reigned from 1135 to 1154. Gosh, just 20 minutes, just under. He was born in France, sent to England to be raised at the court of his uncle, the king. On the king's death, his daughter should have been his successor, but there was unhappiness.
Yes.
At the prospect of a woman ruler. So Stephen acceded to the throne instead. Gosh,
Yes.
how times have changed.
Yes. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Niall.
Right. Well, I'm going to take a stab at George V.
George V, says Niall. Should we see how many of our 100 people said George V? Absolutely right, George V. Now, 4 is what King Stephen got. And look, 2 for George V. Incredibly cleverly chosen for all sorts of reasons.
Yeah, great answer. He reigned from 1910 to 1936. He was an avid stamp collector. Great answer.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Vicky, round 2. This is what it is.
it's
This is what we
amazing.
do in round 2. Vicky, what are you thinking of? Who are you thinking of?
I'm just going to keep it quite close to home and go for Queen Victoria.
Queen Victoria, says Vicky. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria is right. 29 for Queen Victoria.
Yes, yes. Reigned from 1837 to 1901. At her coronation, her ring was put on the wrong finger. A bishop denounced it was over when it wasn't, and a peer fell down the steps when paying homage to the new queen.
Thank you very much indeed. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores before we come back up the line. 2 is where we find Niall and Sam. 4 is where we find Simon and Louise. And 29 is where we find Vicky and Jamie. Jamie, let's have a low-scoring answer from you. Good luck with that, Jamie. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? And remember, we are looking for monarchs whose immediate successors had a different name. Jamie, you're on 29. We need a low score.
OK, I might embarrass myself here, but I'm going to go Charles II.
Charles II, says Jamie. No red line, I'm afraid, as you're the high scorers. But how many of our 100 said Charles II? Charles II is right. Not bad. Down you go to 9. Very well done, taking a total up to 38.
Yes, 1660 to 1685. He saw the plague in 1665, and of course, what came after it?
Oh, the Great Fire of London.
Great Fire of London.
Of course, 66.
Yeah,
Yes.
classic.
And the re-establishment of all kinds of wonderful things in,
Yes.
in that period.
Yes.
The rebuilding of St Paul's Cathedral.
Yes.
The era of Wren, of Pepys. I mean, a fabulous time.
Yes. Big wigs.
Big wigs.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I'd like to see those come back, actually, those big. I think that would suit me.
It would suit you. A massive wig and a big beauty spot.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Well, I'm with you for a few more days, Xander, so be careful what you wish for.
There we are. Now, Sam, you are on 2. We are looking for a score of 35 or less to get you into the head-to-head.
OK, I think there were 6 Georges, so I'm going to go for George VI.
You're going to go for George VI. Here is your red line. Do we get you below this red line with George VI? It's definitely right. And we get you through. You're in the head-to-head. Oh, it's a great answer. 7, taking your total up to 9. Brilliant.
Yes. George VI reigned from 1936 to 1952. During the war, he visited many damaged cities across the UK, as well as making morale-boosting trips to North Africa and the Normandy beaches after the D-Day landings.
There we are. Louise, you are on 4, 33 or less. Gets you into the next round.
OK, so I'm going to go with, I think, a king that there was only one of them, and that was King John.
King John, says Louise. Thank goodness, only one of them.
Yes.
Here is your red line. It comes in nice and high. King John. King John is right. Gets you into the head-to-head, Louise. Very well done indeed. And down it goes to 8, taking your total up to 12.
Oh, yes. Old King John wasn't popular, was he?
No.
According to the cartoon version of Robin Hood. John reigned from 1199 to 1216. In 1215, John had to negotiate and accepted the terms of the Big Charter, otherwise known as
Magna Carta.
Magna Carta. And that limited royal power and ensured feudal rights. Thank goodness.
Yes.
There were only 2 pointless answers here. Before we see them, I'll give you some of the other low scorers. 2 points for Henry II, Henry III, James II, and William IV. 1 point for Henry VI, Edward VI, and William III. But the pointless answers were Edward V and Mary II. So well done at home if you've got any of those. And if you did ever buy one of those rulers from a stately home school trip, you'll be grateful for it today.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. And that brings us to the end of our second round. It means we have to say goodbye to another pair on 38. I'm afraid it's Jamie and Vicky, and I'm really sorry to say this is where we send you back to Devon, I'm afraid. It's been lovely having you on the show. Thank you so much for coming to play. Jamie and Vicky, brilliant. For the remaining two pairs, though, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Sam and Niall. Simon and Louise, you are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. I don't think it's going to stand there for much longer because we have an opportunity now to find a couple of pointless answers and throw some money into that jackpot for each one we find. So good luck, just for fun. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many nicknames of Premier League footballers as they could, Tom.
You're going to see 6 options. 2 are scoring, 2 are pointless, and 2 are not popular nicknames of footballers who have played in the English Premier League at all. £250 in the jackpot for each pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed. Can you spot the pointless Premier League nicknames from these 6? And we have the baby-faced assassin, the Romford Pele, Big Meeks, Slim Reaper, the Divine Ponytail, and One Size. Does anybody know anything?
Top one's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the babyface assassin. The bottom one is one of my favourite nicknames. It's a footballer called Fitzhall, and it's one size fits all.
OK.
OK, so Sam and Niall, I'm going to come to you. Which one do you want to nominate?
I think top ones. I think all these 2 obvious.
Do you? OK, you pick.
What do you think? I'm going to go for one size.
OK, fits all. Should we see if One Size is a pointless Premier League nickname? One Size is right. Oh, and it's a pointless answer. Very, very well done. A, for knowing it, and B, for choosing it. Fabulous. That's up there with A Fire, isn't it? Chariots, Martin of Fire, who's known as Chariots.
Yes.
That's just a great nickname. OK, now, Simon and Louise.
I can defer to Simon on this one.
Which one do you want to nominate?
Stab in the dark. The Divine Ponytail.
The Divine Ponytail. Should we find out if that is a pointless Premier League nickname? No! I'm afraid it's not. Sorry.
Teamwork.
Oh, well.
Great answers, great answers. Well done, Niall. Of course, yes, that's the nickname of former Premier League defender Fitzhall. Simon, unlucky. I mean, literally, you were relying on luck there because I know you didn't know.
No.
You'd be like me. But that is the nickname of an Italian footballer, Roberto Baggio, who never played in the Premier League. He was in Italy, of course. You did know the baby-faced assassin. That would have got you 1 point. That's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, named for his killer instinct in front of goal and his youthful appearance. The other one that would have got you a point would be Big Meeks. That's Micah Richards. And then 1 is pointless and 1 is wrong. Which one will you go with?
Let's say Slim Reaper's pointless and the Romford Pele is not.
Unlucky. Slim Reaper was incorrect. One of the nicknames of NBA basketball player Kevin Durant. And Romford Pele would have got you the pointless answer. That's Ray Parlour, named ironically for the player from Essex, who was known for his hard-working but distinctly unglamorous style of play.
I mean, that's a good nickname. So it's a gag on a gag. It's lovely.
Very clever.
Very
Double
nice.
gag.
Double
An
gag.
industrious, unglamorous player.
Yes.
Gosh, I hope he's not watching today. Sorry, Ray.
Thank you very much indeed, and well done. You managed to find a pointless answer, which means we can step back and watch as £250 add themselves magically to the jackpot. There we are. It now stands at £1,250. But who'll be playing for it? Well, let's find out in the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you're now allowed to confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to both pairs. Here is our first question, and it's all about women wearing suits, Tom.
Gosh. We're going to show you 5 images of famous women wearing suits. Simply give us the name of these suit wearers.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 besuited women, and here they are. A. B. C. D. And E. There we are. 5 women in suits. Sam and Niall, you get to go first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. OK, go.
We're going to go for E, Vicky McClure.
Vicky McClure. For E, say Sam and Niall. Vicky McClure. Now then, Simon and Louise, can you talk us through those others?
I think Kamala Harris is C. We don't know D. On the basis that I think E is a very good answer, I'm going to take a stab at B and say Tracy Emin.
OK, Tracy Emin, say Simon and Louise for B. So we have Vicky McClure and we have Tracy Emin. Sam and Niall went Vicky McClure for E. How many of our 100 people said Vicky McClure? Vicky McClure is right. Oh, it's a very good answer. 5 for Vicky McClure. Very well done. Meanwhile, Simon and Louise have also gone for a very good one. If it's right, B, you are saying Tracy Emin. Should we find out if it's right? It is Tracy Emin. Down and down, down it goes. Has to be part. OK, 11 for Tracy Emin. But that's a great answer as well. 2 fabulous answers. But Sam and Niall, after one question, you are up 1-0.
Yes, great answers, great answers. We start with the one who's most popular, C, Kamala Harris, and that would have scored 46. A is Denise Lewis. 21 people knew that was Denise. And then our lowest scoring one there, the one to go for, D, it's Charlie XCX, and only 4 people knew that that was Charlie XCX.
Thank you very much indeed. Right, here comes your second question. Simon and Louise, you've got to win this one, stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question today is all about your songs. Tom.
We're going to play you 5 songs. Oh, it's one of those ones where we play music. Oh, yeah. We're going to play you 5 songs whose titles all begin with the word your. That's Y-O-U''R-E. Your. Please give us the names of the acts performing these songs. You're going to give us the names of the acts giving them.
Very good.
Here come the songs. We have song A. Here is song B.
Because you're gorgeous, I'd do anything for you. Because you're gorgeous, I know you'll get me through.
Here is song C. Here is song D.
You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You be my breath, should I alone. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul.
And here is song E.
You're not alone. I'll wait till the end of time. Open your mind. Surely it's plain to see.
OK, Simon and Louise, it's over to you.
We'll go for C, Cilla Black.
C, Cilla Black. C, Cilla Black. Now then, Sam and Niall. Do you want to talk us through those other songs?
Give it a go. We think B might be someone like Blur. We think D is
Rod Stewart.
And E, Sam is adamant she knows but can't place the name.
My dad is like a big fan of that music and he's going to be really upset with me.
OK, I think we're going to go for A and say Carly Simon.
OK, Carly Simon. So we have Cilla Black and we have Carly Simon. Simon and Louise went for Cilla Black. For C, should we see how many of our 100 said Cilla Black? Cilla Black is absolutely right. 21 for Cilla Black. Not bad. Meanwhile, Sam and Niall have gone for Carly Simon for A. Should we see how many of our 100 said Carly Simon? It is Carly Simon. It's got to beat 21, and it does! 12 for Carly Simon. Very well done indeed. And that means Sam and Niall, after only 2 questions, you're straight through to the final. Wow. 2-0.
Very strong, very strong. Well done, Carly Simon. Yes, you're surveyed. I thought more people would know that. Cilla Black, You're My World.
B, I do know.
Yeah?
Baby bird.
Baby bird, classic. Scored 6. Rod Stewart was a good one to go for, but of course that distinctive husky voice.
Wasn't there?
Still got quite a husky voice there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
distinctive.
Yeah.
22 people. The one that I think your dad likes, that right, Sam?
He used to listen to like dance music, and I feel like that was playing in his car when I was young.
Well, this is Olive. You're not alone. It's not actually a singer called Olive. Olive were a British trip-hop group from London. You're Not Alone appeared in Olive's debut album, Extra Virgin. That's lovely.
That's nice.
Olive.
No, that's
lovely.
good.
Anyway, that would have scored 3.
Thank you very much indeed. That brings us to the end of our head-to-head round. I'm afraid the pair are leaving. It's only your first show, so it's really, we have tons of shows in hand. But Simon and Louise, we say goodbye to you for now, but we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much for playing. Thanks, Simon and Louise. For Sam and Niall, though, it is now time for the Pointless Final. Huge congratulations, Sam and Niall. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy.
Yay.
You now have a chance to win the Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,250. In fact, you contributed significantly to that. So, yes, I think it'd be entirely fitting for you to take that jackpot home with you. Just a small matter of finding a pointless answer. So the question is, what would you like to see come up?
Music, but it's just been football, but it's just been geography, potentially.
Film for me.
And film for Niall.
I read it. Film is a banker. Tons of film things. So let's just hope that among the 4 things we're about to reveal, film or in some form is there. We have the 2024 Summer Paralympics, Capitals of Culture, The Apprentice, and Sculpture. What do we think?
I'm thinking the top one, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't know about the Paralympics too
No,
much.
no.
The Apprentice is interesting. I'd say no to Sculpture. Come on.
Let's go for The Apprentice. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go for The Apprentice.
The Apprentice. There we are, Tom.
OK. We're looking for the name of anybody who has either won The Apprentice or been a runner-up in the final. Or any of Lord Sugar's associates who have interviewed the candidates during the latter stages of the competition. For both categories, this is from the first series in 2005 up to and including the 18th series in 2024. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Should you find 3 pointless answers, we will throw in a £500 bonus. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK.
My
Winners.
mind has gone blank,
Right,
but I
okay.
remember Leah, somebody winning with blonde hair. She was cosmetics. I can't remember her
Based in
surname.
Essex, actually, yeah.
Can you remember her
Any full
surname?
names?
They'll need full names.
Full names.
Yeah, I assume.
There was Marnie. She did the boxing one recently.
Marnie.
And
Okay.
the
there was-
recruitment guy.
Do you remember the 2 that won it at the same time?
He's the recruitment guy.
James.
And Sarah?
Sarah was the one who won
That's
with
the
the
confectionery,
sweets.
the sweets.
I don't know surnames, do you?
No, OK.
We're gonna fall down.
Right, all right,
Interviewers.
interviewers. Actually, I won't know any of the surnames.
Interviewers. Okay, so you've got...
The guy with the glasses.
Well, Karen
always.
Brady used to interview before she became
Yeah,
that.
it's true. That's true. The one who's really harsh with the blonde hair.
I don't know her name.
No.
Do you know,
I think I might
like
something up.
Nick or any of their surnames?
10
'Cause they
seconds
probably
left.
interviewed at some point.
Nick, what's his
Or
name?
the guy. What about Tim? Tim's a winner.
Yeah.
what's his name?
Tim.
I'm afraid that's your time up. I'm so sorry.
What's his name? Okay.
Will first names do?
No, we need full names. I'm so sorry. OK, what 3 answers can you give / make up?
Okay, so Karen Brady?
We'll go Karen Brady
Karen
as
Brady.
an interviewer.
Make up one for Marnie.
Marnie Smith.
Marnie Smith.
And we'll go Leah
Williams.
Williams.
Leah
Williams.
Leah Williams. OK, Leah Williams. So we have Karen Brady.
Yeah.
We have Marnie Smith, and we have Leah Williams.
Yeah.
Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Oh, degrees are bad, really. What do I go
We'll go for Leah Williams.
Leah
Yeah,
Williams
Leah
we'll put
Williams.
last. Least likely to be pointless?
Karen Brady.
Karen Brady, and then Marnie Smith goes in the middle. OK,
Yeah.
well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have Karen Brady, Marnie Smith, and Leah Williams. Well, if one of these turns out to be pointless, you'll be leaving here with £1,250. What would you like to do with that? Sam, I'm going to ask you first.
So we really wanted to go to Japan for our honeymoon, but it was just after COVID and they still had the borders closed. So we never actually went. So I would really love to go to Japan and put that towards it.
Very good indeed. Niall?
Yeah, same as Sam, really, except I really want a skylight in our house. So, yeah, either Japan or the skylight.
Half it between Velux and Japan.
Well,
There
exactly,
you are.
exactly. Famous conundrum.
There we are. Well, very, very best of luck. Karen Brady was your first answer. Let us find out if she has been named by anyone as an interviewer on The Apprentice. Well, Karen Brady is right. There was little doubt about that. The doubt is whether or not she will go all the way down to 0, but if she does, she'll win you £1,250. Down we go with Karen Brady to 18. OK. OK, not a pointless answer. That would have been very surprising if she had been. Marnie Smith. We are now on to Apprentice winners and runners-up. Let's see how many of our 100 said Marnie Smith. Might it be right? Might it be pointless? No bad luck. Not Marnie Smith. Your third and final answer, though, was Leah Williams. Should we find out if Leah Williams is a pointless answer? Oh, no. Not Leah Williams, I'm afraid. Oh, bad luck. I mean, you have played phenomenally well, and you've been brilliant contestants,
Thank
just
you.
consistent. I'm just sorry a better category didn't come up, so I'm afraid you haven't won our jackpot today. But don't forget, you have won our pointless trophies, so very, very well done indeed for that, Sam and Niall.
It was Leah Totten, I think you were thinking of, who was a winner, and she was pointless, as was Marnie Swindles. I think that's who you think of there, Marnie Swindles. And you might be thinking of Tim Campbell, but he scored one. One person knew that. The scary blonde woman from the interviews is, of course, Linda Plant.
Linda Plant.
She scored one, though, so it wouldn't have mattered. Let's have a look at some of the pointless answers, though, starting with the winners and runners-up. You could have had Louisa Zisman. She was a runner-up in Series 9. Mark Wright won Series 10. And Marnie Swindles said won in 2023. And Tom Pelleru, the inventor, won Series 7. In fact, everyone was pointless, apart from Michelle Dewberry, Karina Lepore, Tim Campbell, who was the first ever winner, Lee McQueen, Sarah Lynn, and James White. And in terms of interviewers in the latter stages of the process, you could have had Borden Katchuk, Matthew Riley, Paul Kemsley, and Ricky Martin. Not that one. He was one of the interviewers in Series 10, and he was a former winner of the show. He was also pointless in that category, so he was he would have been a really good one to go for. But no one ever thinks of Ricky Martin because they assume he's the singer.
Living La Vida Loca.
But he was not living La Vida Loca when he was in a high-rise office block interviewing apprentice candidates. And there was only one other pointless answer, and that was Alan Watts. Very well done at home if you answered anything there. And if you didn't answer, Lord Sugar will come and find you and tell you you're fired.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom, and thank you very much indeed, Sam and Niall. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That'll therefore roll over onto the next show when we will be playing for £2,250. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Tom.
I see dead people.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.